Trapped by Leanne Little, copyright 2010. Peter couldn't wait to see their faces. He'd planned for weeks, and the plot was just starting to come together. Another few seconds and all would be well. They had bullied him for years. Now was the time they would get paid back. His targets had just started to cross the field on the way home. Soon, they would all trip over the fishing line he had strung between the trees, and then a bucket of syrup would tip from the branches, covering them in sticky goo. It worked to Peter's favor that it was a windy fall day. The breeze tossed the leaves and dust around. By the time the targets could get home, they would already be absolutely covered in dirt and trash. Peter crouched down lower as they neared, his hand clenching the string attached to the bucket. He held his breath, intent on the task at hand. He was so intent, in fact, that he failed to notice that he was being stalked as he was stalking the others. He noticed, all right, once the dog leapt at him and covered his face with slobbery kisses. Jumping to his feet, Peter backed away with his hand held out in front of him. "No, go away." The dog made one more valiant attempt to gain attention, and Peter was knocked down, right onto the fishing line. He didn't quite let go of the string in time. Peter was immediately covered in the gluey syrup just as the bullies came close enough to see what had happened. As usual, the others stood and laughed at him, though harder than usual. "Way to go, Pete," they cried between chuckles. He glared angrily, gathered the remnants of his failed plot, and stomped home. It would have worked perfectly, he thought with a little bit of satisfaction as he reached his front steps. It would take hours to wash off the grime that had accumulated during the minutes-long walk. It was something he was determined to try again. After, of course, making sure it was somewhere dogs were not allowed.